What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Solar Moon, and today I'm actually going to bring you guys a wizard build guide. Now, this is going to mostly affect level 50 to 60. Now, this will help you if you're just say to start a wizard. You can kind of have an idea of like what to expect, and not only that, what the skill tree to go down. So don't think because if you're like a level 15 wizard or something like this isn't for you. This is definitely going to help you guys. It's definitely worth the watch. Now, I'm not going to try to go too in depth with stats. A lot of stats we're kind of, nobody really knows exactly what's best right now for the current, because the Korean Maplestory has, their stats got swapped because of certain like gear and stuff they have that we don't have. So I'm just going straight like basics with this, guys. Intellect is going to be your best stat. I've heard critical crit rate gets changed over, like once we get new gear we'll be swapping all the crit rate. I don't know on that, so right now I know intellect is the best. So as you can see, my gear is all like decked out. It's not all plussed up, but I'm 4100 plus, which is definitely in game. Most of you people are probably watching this are probably gonna be in blues and greens. You're just leveling, hit 50, looking at how to play your class, or just get rid of level wizard. And if you're at that point, guys, I highly recommend the wizard. Wizard is such a fun class. No, you cannot heal yourself, so if you're really clumsy and don't really know how to play, maybe the wizard isn't for you. But I just give it a chance, guys. The wizard's a lot of fun. I think once you hit in game, you're really gonna find that leveling that wizard was worth it. So let's go ahead and move on to the build, guys. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you the build now. This will change as leveling, so you can't really follow this too much as leveling, because some things might be more important, but the wizard is really strong anyway, so you should, even if you just do like a scrappy build together, there's no reason this wizard just can't just melt through everything. Only thing is some of the bosses you might have to learn how to kite, which I think time you hit level 50, you'll probably have an understanding how to kite. So let's go ahead and get into the build, guys. Straight off the bat is Phantom Claw. This is going to be your filler skill to get basically spirit back. So when you're not doing anything else, you just do this to constantly kind of keep damage on the boss. It's not real strong. You won't have 10 points in this if you're not level 60, or I think maybe like level 59 or something, you might have enough to get in it, but this is probably the last thing I would ever put points in to max out. It's good, but it's a filler skill, and most times, and especially on like the hard mode, so the raids, you have time to run around, which gets your spirit back. So there's no real point in putting 10 in this until you have basically extra points. Like, so you can't put nothing here yet, and you can't put nothing in your shield. It's kind of, you don't really have a choice. So you fill this up. The second skill is being Flame Wave. This is probably your most important skill, I would say. You are going to be spamming this non-stop. If you have spirit, you're going to be spamming this. Only time you are not spamming this is when you're going to throw out a tornado. So, and this actually puts a dot on the enemies, which does a lot of damage. So if you're moving, you are still getting that little bit of damage from your dot ticking and your pet. So it's just a really good skill, guys. Definitely 10 10 no matter what. Moving on to Flame Tornado. This is a skill that you're going to basically spend on cooldown. Now, try to plan tornadoes. If you know the boss is getting ready to move, wait till he moves, and as soon as he moves, throw tornado on, because you want to get this uptime on this as much as possible. This hurts the boss like big time. So definitely, especially for AoE, guys, if you're killing little small mobs, this tornado will just melt through everything. It's a must-have. Moving on, Pyromancy. This is another one, guys. This is a straight damage board, like right across the board. This is amazing. Must have, 10 of 10. These are very important buffs, guys. Moving on, the shield. This is good. This is very good for like raids, but it is on such a long cooldown. I don't really know how important it really is. You could probably get away without using it, but there is some fights that where like, say like the flame lizard or whatever, when he does a fire, this is a very important thing to use right now. It helps your healer out dramatically, especially if you guys are all under geared and you're in blues and you just got your purple weapon, you just got in, so you just got 2100, you're all excited, you get in there. That fire is gonna pretty much one-shot you if that healer can't keep you up. So if that healer's in blues and he doesn't really know what he's doing, you're gonna be in trouble, guys. So help your healers. I'm sure they're gonna appreciate. I mean, I'm not a main healer now, but I do play priest. I do the raids and stuff on my priest. So using this, guys, helps your priest out so much. And there's Balrog's, I mean, another one where he does the purple face where he sucks everybody and stuns you. If you could use this right before he stuns you, thumbs up, man. You guys, your healer's gonna love you. Okay, so You're gonna stay out of all electricity and the frost stuff. I've tried this, guys. I've tried like 30 different builds using this, trying to incorporate it in, but it's just not there. Like I even put this in, or no, this one here, Ice Storm. I tried moving this Ice Storm for more AoE in, and it is like I use this with Tornado and stuff together, and it's like it's close, guys, but I think the fire build still has like 10k DPS over it. Like I honestly would just stay away from it. I know a couple guys have shown you guys these, and I can prove to you guys on the target. I mean, this is not worth it. Just straight go fire. It's a lot easier. It's doing this. It's basically like a 10k DPS loss. Adding this in, and it's an extra button you have to push. So that's more you got to think about when you're doing the hard modes. It's just not worth it. All right, so we got the shield. Like I said, this is gonna get points as you get an extra. There's no point putting anything in this either until you get extra points, because this is gonna be a lot more points. This is gonna be a raid-wide buff that people will walk in, and it gives you a straight buff across the board. This is another good one that not only does it help you, helps your healers, helps your tank, helps all your DPS. This is definitely something you want, and it lasts for 2 minutes. Now, so before you start to fight, you always want to open with this, which is really, really good. And if you do this, maybe if you're in Discord with your friends, maybe call it out so they know, so they can get in it as fast as possible, so they don't lose the buff. Because if they lose the buff, it's just a DPS loss, and your healers losing healing. It's stupid. You just please put it on the ground and call it out. We all need this. It helps everybody. All right, and the last one's gonna be a straight DPS across the board as well. This is very important, guys. It boosts all your damage. No point in not be maxing it out as soon as you possibly can. As you can tell, I'm 60 and I still can't max it out. I don't have any more skill points right now. And if I take out, say I take here, see, I can't fill it up. The game won't let me right now. I think it's like level capped. I think when we get our go up to higher levels and stuff like that, it'll let me put more points in there. But for now, this is the build, guys. I know it looks wonky and it's straight fire. I'm telling you guys, this build just absolutely just smashes stuff. I've tested this stuff on this is definitely the build to go with. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on and do some DPS. All right, guys, we're moving on to the DPS part of this. This is gonna kind of show you the build. It's a simple build, guys. There's like 4 buttons total. Like the problem with this build is bosses like to move, and this build focuses on stuff holding still. So I mean, a lot of raid stuff, the boss is gonna constantly move. So it's up to you to kind of predict on when you're gonna tornado, when you're gonna teleport away. Because if you start teleporting away, it's on cooldown, guys. You're gonna be in trouble when that boss does something you can't get out of it. So just keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and get into this, guys. So you're gonna start out with, of course, buffing yourself up as usual. You should always do that every single fight. Then you're gonna immediately tornado. Now, some bosses like to do like a charge or something as soon as you start. So if it's that kind of boss, hold off in a tornado, let him charge once, and as soon as you see him charge and he stop, hit him with tornado. But after tornado, you're gonna start doing the flame wave. This is gonna be your main skill. Just constantly spam flame wave. Now, when you get low on spirit, you're gonna go switch over and do your claw. This is your filler skill. If you're not doing anything and you're low in spirit, you should always use your claw. Now, when you do move, guys, from certain bosses and raids, if you can always try to keep your dot up. When you hit him with Flame Wave, it puts a dot on him. So say on like the Flame Lizard when he does like the Meteor phase, and you have to constantly, if you can sneak a Flame Wave in every once in a while, because it lasts for 10 seconds. If you can keep that up, it's a lot more DPS for you. But don't try to kill yourself doing it. It's not worth it. So here we go, guys. This is just showing you, it looks like we're gonna average out about 150 to 155. Now my gear is pretty good, guys. Yes, my stats are not the best. I'd probably be doing a lot more. So keep that in mind. If you're in blues, you won't come nowhere even near. It's probably even a fourth of this, guys. So don't get discouraged when you see mine. You will do better. Getting your purple weapon is a huge DPS boost, guys. It's very important if you're gearing up to focus on getting a weapon first. Now, your best in slot staff currently with what we have is out of the raids. Any of the raid staffs are best in slot going even into the next part, the chaos raids, because the effect on them is quadrupled for the chaos raids. So that's what makes, even though you guys see the market, you guys see them beautiful staffs going for like 12, 13 million. Yes, they're good, but they're not best in slot. So don't expect to get that and think you're gonna use that to end game, because you're not. You're gonna use it until you get to 2100. You're gonna go do a couple of raids and you're gonna use staff. So keep that in mind, guys. Overall, the wizard's pretty simple to play. Like I said about the shield, guys, if you are going into a raid boss and he does a nasty mechanic that you guys have to like basically eat, there's no way around it. Like if you don't have a knight and your priest is really struggling, keep your shield up, call your shield out if you have to. It just helps out. I know it's silly, but when people are learning fights, anything you can do to help take less damage, it's gonna be a chance of you guys actually killing the boss. So anyways, that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it wasn't really too in-depth. I just wanted to kind of do a straight overview on the build. This class is simple once you get the hang of it. Learning the kite is a huge thing. Definitely by 50 or 55, you should definitely know how to kite. If you don't know how to kite, go out and practice. And if you don't know what kiting even means, it means that you're basically just making the mob chase you, and you're gonna keep teleporting away, getting a couple shots in. And if practice, going in circles and stuff. A lot of fights, if you play solo, you're gonna need to know how. If you just stand there as a wizard, you're gonna get smacked. I mean, you're not gonna survive. But that's a whole nother topic, guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, hit that like, hit that sub button, and I will catch you guys in the next one.